Hi guys, this is Ms. Anderson, and this video tutorial is going to discuss how to write an explanatory essay. And so this video I think is going to be part one because I am going to do a draft of an example essay, and so that's going to take us a little time, all right? So grab your popcorn, okay, and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do after you grab your popcorn is to take out your composition book and your pencil, because I do want you to take notes. I want you to write down everything that I have on the screen, okay? So you can either listen to me go through the explanation first and then pause the video and write your notes, okay? Or you can write your notes first and then listen to me as I explain, okay? What you don't want to do is write your notes while I'm explaining. Why? Because you're not going to be actively listening to me. You're going to be writing, and therefore you will not have understood what I am trying to teach or explain to you, okay? So take your notes, pause the video now, take your notes, or either listen and then pause the video after and then write your notes in your composition book, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to say about an explanatory essay is that it is very, very similar to an informative essay. So if you've been in my class, okay, then you know that we have already written an informative essay, and that an informative essay is designed to do just that, to inform the reader about a particular topic, okay? And an explanatory essay, you do inform, but what you are more doing than informing is you are explaining, okay? So there's a little bit of opinion. It's not an argument. It's not persuasive, but there's just a teensy-weensy bit of opinion, because in order to explain something, you can't, you have to, try to give a biased opinion, just an objective opinion, okay? So that's the difference between an explanatory essay and an informative essay. And just to recap, an informative essay is designed to inform, to give the reader information, and an explanatory essay, while it does inform, it is designed to explain a particular topic, okay? All right, so the things that are included in an explanatory essay are the same as any other essay, okay? You're going to have an introduction paragraph, and your introduction paragraph is going to contain your hook, and your attention getter is going to contain your thesis statement, which is your statement about what your essay is going to talk about or what the reader should expect to read, okay? And then it's going to briefly highlight the three main points that you are going to discuss in your essay, okay? Then you have, after your introduction paragraph, you have your three body paragraphs, okay? And each one of those body paragraphs are designed to explain your main points, okay? And so in an essay, generally, if you have a 5-paragraph essay, you have 3 body paragraphs, which means you're giving 3 examples or 3 main ideas or 3 main points, okay? And so that's what this essay is going to do. And don't forget, I have that in parentheses with transitions. But we're going to talk about what goes into the body paragraphs, okay? And then after you have your introduction paragraph and your 3 body paragraphs, then you have your conclusion paragraph. And your conclusion paragraph is designed to wrap up your main point and restate your thesis, okay? So that's and a little bit more, leave an impression on your reader, and we're going to dig deep into that once we get to the example, okay? So just to recap here, so the explanatory essay, it is a 5-paragraph essay, and if your teacher or your, like if you're taking an assessment and it asks you to do a 3 to 4 paragraph essay, then you would cut down on the body paragraphs. You will still have your introduction and your conclusion, And then if it's a 3-paragraph essay, you will only have one body paragraph where you talk about your 3 main points in that one body paragraph. Or if they ask you for a 4-paragraph essay, you would have 2 body paragraphs in which you can break that 3 down to 2. Okay, so I hope that was explanatory, but if it wasn't, then please ask me a question in class. Okay. All right, let's continue. So let's dig a little bit deeper into the introduction paragraph. Okay, so as I said before, your introduction paragraph is going to contain your hook or your attention getter. And that's to make your reader interested in what you are going to say, okay? If you don't start it from the beginning, make it interesting from the beginning, then your reader is not going to want to read the rest of it, So you have to get their attention from the very first sentence. And so we have a few ways that we can do that. And so I have 3 on the screen right now, but these are not the only 3, okay? I could spend years on giving you the different ways that you can hook your reader into your essay. But these are the 3 that are common and that they are easy for you to start with, okay? So number 1, you can use a surprising fact, okay? Most people love to hear things that they don't already know, something that surprises them or gives them information or uses a topic in a way that, they weren't expecting. A lot of readers, people just in general, love to be wowed. Another way that you can hook your readers to use a description, okay? And that's what I'm going to do in my essay. I'm going to use a description where it's going to hopefully appeal to the reader to make them want to continue reading. And then another way that you can hook your reader is to ask a question, okay? So if that question makes your reader think, then they're going to want to continue reading to see what the answers to that question are, or what conclusions that they come to based on the information in your essay, okay? So you can also start with like an antidote, that's one way to start to hook your reader in. So there are many other ways, but these are the 3. Choose one of these, and just think about it right now. When I go into the example, I want you to do some further thinking about how you want to grab your reader's attention, okay? All right, so the next thing after you grab your reader's attention, you're going to have to tell your reader what they are about to read. So what am I expected to get from this essay? And that comes in the form of a thesis statement, okay? So as you see on the screen here, a thesis statement is a clear and specific statement of what is to be shared in the essay. And I'm going to show, excuse me. Sorry about that. My throat always gets in the way sometimes. Okay, so to continue, we were talking about the thesis statement and it being a clear and specific statement of what is to be shared in the essay. So yeah, when I get to the example, I really want you to zone in on the example of a thesis statement, okay? I want you to try to understand what the goal is, okay? And I'll try to break that down for you, okay? So that you'll be able to do one on your own, okay? All right, and then the next thing that your introductory paragraph should have is your 3 main points that you are going to talk about. And so remember, those 3 main points are going to be in 3 separate paragraphs, okay, where you're going to fully describe and talk about your main ideas, okay? So that is pretty much what goes into the introduction paragraph. You have your attention getter, you have your thesis statement, and then you have your 3 main points, okay? All right, let's continue. Let's get this going. There we go. All right. So now your 3 body paragraphs, okay? So there are specific things that go into your body paragraph. The first being is your topic sentence that includes your main idea. So remember those 3 main points that I talked about? So you're going to start with your first main point and you're going to put it in a topic sentence, meaning you're going to explain to the reader what they are about to read in that paragraph. Then you're going to pull citations and examples from your book or from the internet or whatever source. Please make sure that you are citing properly, okay? Giving credit to those original works and not plagiarizing anything. And then your body paragraph should have an explanation and then elaborate on your main point, okay? And so that's where students can drop off the grid a little bit, okay, in explaining and elaborating. So you'll go out there and you'll cite and you'll put an example in your writing, but you won't fully explain that, the consequences, the results, the, what that means, so that also has to be in your body paragraph, okay? And so if you look at the photo here, you have like a sandwich. So your body paragraph is going to have your topic sentence, okay? And then everything else is going to support that topic sentence, all right? So you're going to have examples, explanations, okay? And you might have quotations as well, and you might have statistical information. This is not an argumentative essay, so you won't have any arguments, but we will have causes and results using the example that I'm going to use. And then you're going to have a concluding or transition sentence that takes you into the next paragraph. And so I don't have this on here, but I think I have it somewhere in the presentation about transitions. You do know that you're going to have transitions in every paragraph, okay? So, and in my example, you're going to see, and I will explain those transitions, okay? All right, so your conclusion paragraph is going to restate your three main ideas because you want to bring the reader back to your overall theme of your essay. What was I trying to say in this essay? Well, I was trying to say 1, 2, 3, okay? Let me pause for the bell. Okay, the next thing that your conclusion paragraph is going to do is going to restate your main point, okay? So your thesis statement, all right? And then the last thing that it's going to do is hopefully leave an impression on the reader, okay? And I'm going to, and so if you look at this photo here, you can leave an impression by adding a comment, asking a question, or asking your reader to do something, okay? So I'm going to end mine by making a comment, okay? And so you want to think about these ideas, especially if you are intending on writing an original essay, okay? Let me turn that off. Yeah, okay. All right, so that basically is your essay. So let me wrap up real quick. So your 5-paragraph essay is going to have an introduction. It's going to have 3 body paragraphs, and it's going to have your conclusion. Okay, so that's going to wrap up this first video because I want to keep each of these videos short, and this one is only about 14-15 minutes, so that's excellent. Please take a moment and reread your notes, or you can pause this video right now and you can go back and you can write your notes, okay? I suggest that after you write your notes, you go back and watch this video again, because if you're going to write an original essay, then you need to know what's expected inside of each paragraph, okay? All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.